Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NVO Farm channel with me, Brian OP, a professional physical planner based in Uganda with no formal employment. Today, I want to take you guys to the startup costs for a simple backyard tomato garden. And you know, strictly here with no employment, I am doing tomato farming. So the factors that is going to affect this cost, one is going to be the seed varieties. Probably we're going to talk about hybrid seed varieties and then open pollinated seed varieties, but we're going to choose hybrid because hybrid, they are one, disease resistant, then they also have high yield when you put them into the garden. Another thing is going to be land trainer, because when you're hiring the land, the cost is going to be a little bit higher than when you are using your own land. So you have to put this into consideration if you want to start up a small backyard tomato farming. Another thing is going to be labor. You either choose to do it yourself to make it a little bit less in terms of cost, but if you want to hire somebody, then the cost is going to increase. Another thing is going to be pest and disease pressure. You see, when you're hit by pest and then disease, like for example blight, trust me, you're going to incur some cost on buying pesticides and then fungicides to try to fight on this. So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit the like button, share, and then subscribe to my channel as we take you through the startup cost for a simple backyard tomato garden. You love gardening, right? So let us dive straight into the startup cost for a simple backyard tomato gardening. And the description of item number one is going to be land preparation. This depends on your location, but normally it's going to cost 10,000 Ugandan shillings to 100,000 Ugandan shillings, depending on your location. If you're located in the rural area, that's well and good. If you're located in the urban setting, trust me, it's going to be a bit higher. So this will incur a digging, clearing of the land where you're going to plant your tomatoes, and using either manual labor or some simple tools. And number two is going to be quality hybrid seeds. Trust me, they vary from prices and depending on your location. So if you're going to choose the best variety, let's say from AMSO F1, Pele, F1, to mention but a few, normally they range from 90,000 to 140, but you can get other varieties that is ranging from 20,000 to 100,000. That means also depends on your location, because these agro inputs they're located everywhere in the country, but also they incur some little cost of transportation on the prices of of these hybrid seed varieties. So depending on your location, it ranges from 20,000 Ugandan shilling to 100,000 Ugandan shilling, and which type you would want to plant. Another thing is going to be nursery bed management. And nursery bed management, like in rural setting, you can use a used mosquito net and then some sticks. That one doesn't require even money, because if you have it, you can just borrow it. Then manure, you can borrow from neighbors in the rural settings. But in town areas, the chicken droppings, you're going to buy it. And then you have some other medium for raising seedling, like maybe say trays. You will have to buy them or rent them from urban settings. But in the village or in the rural area, wow, it's just, sometimes you can do it even at no cost. So that way we're going to put it ranging from 10,000 Uganda shilling to 30,000 Uganda shilling, depending on your location. So at number four, we shall have our fertilizers. That is base and then top dressing. That one ranges from 30,000 Uganda shillings to 50,000 Uganda shillings. In that same size of the land, roughly 450 square meter land. So the fertilizers that will apply, these are DAP for Beso, NPKs, canned, and then also you enhance it with some other manure. Then the top dressing is going to be the foliar fertilizer. That is majorly for enhancing the flowering and then the fruiting of the plant. So it ranges from 30,000 Ugandan shilling to 50,000 Ugandan shilling. In number five is going to be pesticides and fungicides. That is for managing pests and then managing fungal infections or fungal diseases in tomatoes like blight. So it ranges also depending on your location, but normally it's going to cost you from 50,000 Uganda shilling to 100,000 Uganda shilling to the complete cycle of the of that season of that gardening. We get that, like for the entire 70 or 65 or 70 days of your farming. So that one, the expensive. I don't want to lie, you, the expensive. So yeah, like I said, it's going to range from 50,000 Ugandan shilling to 100,000 Ugandan shilling. So you can convert that if in USA, you can convert it to the US dollar. If in Tanzania, convert to Tanzanian shilling. In wherever location you are, you convert this currency to your country currency. You figure out where the prices lie. So at number 6 is going to be staking. Of course, staking requires a string, the staking stakes. So depending on skill on your location, it will range from 100,000 Ugandan shilling to 100,000 Ugandan shilling. So that one, tomato needs staking. You have to stake it. That one, you have to invest a lot to come up with your good tomato gardening. So at number 7 is going to be mulching during dry season. It is highly recommended because it keeps the moisture content in the soil, and then your tomatoes will just be as if it's in rainy season. So mulching material, it normally we use grass, so it varies also with your location. It's going to range from 10,000 to 30,000 depending on your location. If you're located in rural setting, it's going to be 10,000 normally you get it, and it's going to be big in quantity. Then in urban settings, I guess it's going to be around 30,000 in big quantity. So mulching is highly recommended during dry season. Then now the 8th one is going to be miscellaneous. You know, in budgeting, you have to put some extra or additional cost somewhere to help you in other things. In this case, it's going to help you in repairing your spray pump or your watering can. You get, so those things you have to put some money aside, like 20,000 or 30,000 Uganda shilling. It's going to work. It's going to really work perfectly for you. That one doesn't matter which location you're located in or every area or urban settings. Still, this money it's going to be enough for you. So another factor that I didn't say earlier in the introduction was irrigation. If you're irrigating during dry season, it's going to increase this cost also because irrigating is also is a little bit high in terms of price. So thanks for watching MVO Farm channel. We'll link up again in the next video.